Hello guys, welcome back to Tech to Cloud, and today I'm going to start how to deploy EC2 Linux server in AWS, or how to create a Linux server in AWS. So first of all, you have to log in the AWS console management, then click on services, and then click on all services, and then click on view all services. It will show all the services that provides by the AWS, and then in the compute section you have to click EC2 because we deploy the EC2 Linux server. Okay, then scroll down and click on launch instance Okay, in the name and text section you can take any name. So I'm writing Linux server because we deploy the Linux server. Okay, then we have to choose the AMI, that means Amazon Machine Image. So you can take Ubuntu server also, that is a flavor of Linux, and you can take Red Hat also. I'm taking Red Hat, and you can choose any versions of Red Hat, that means Red Hat 8 or Red Hat 7 or Red Hat 6. So I'm taking Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 because it is the latest, and it is also the free tier eligible because when you choose AMI, always select the free tier eligible. Okay, then you have to create key pair. To click on create key pair, then click on you can take any name here. Suppose Linux key, I'm writing Linux key, you can take any name, create key pair. Okay, and then in the networking sections there is no need to edit anything because you don't have the knowledge about the network setting, because you don't have the idea about VPC. Okay, next, already allowed SSH traffic. If you want to access internet, then click on HTTP and HTTPS, then scroll down. In the storage sections, in Linux it is by default the storage is 10 GB. That is the root volume, that means where the your OS will be installed. Okay, then click on launch. You can change also for 10 GB to 20 GB, there is not an issue. Then click on view all instances. Okay, it will take sometimes it will take 4 to 5 minutes to ready the server. If the server is ready, then only you can access the Linux server. Okay, it is pending. You can check the details of Linux server and click on Linux server, and then you have to check the details of that server. For example, here is public IP, that is very important while accessing the server, and private IP, that is the system IP. Instance ID, instance ID is there, and we select the Linux platform. So here platform is Red Hat Enterprise Linux, that is MI. We select the RHEL 8, that means Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.6, and all these things. Key is Linux key. Okay, so I am telling one thing before the system will ready. Status check is initializing. It will show 2x2 check, that means your server is ready. Okay, before launching a Linux server, you have to download two softwares, that is Putty and PuttyGen. Putty, okay, Putty download. I have already downloaded this, and PuttyGen softwares. These two requirements, PuttyGen, suppose download. So you have to download two softwares, Putty and PuttyGen. Putty is basically used for while accessing the Linux machine from the Windows machine. In that case, Putty is required, and PuttyGen for the key generations, right? You have to download these two softwares, and then only you can access the Linux servers, right? And it's already initializing. Okay, wait, it will okay, it's 2x2 check pass, that means your server is ready. Then click on and search Putty, because I already downloaded Putty and PuttyGen. So click on PuttyGen software first of all, then load the key name is Linux. Key name is, what's I write in the key name is Linux key. Okay, right? You select Linux key, then open. then okay, then save private key, right? Okay, yes, and then you have to write any name. I'm writing Linux pp key. You can take any name here. Okay, save. Then open the putty software, because we are deploying the Linux server. Search putty, click on putty, and then first of all you have to copy the public IP, because while we accessing the Linux server, you have to you need the public IP. Okay, click on this and copy, then click the putty software. Okay, open the putty software, and here you paste the public IP address. Okay, then click on SSH, then click on auth, and then here browse the key. So we save the private key is Linux pp key. Open, and then open. If the accept, if the server the configuration is perfect, then you can access the Linux server. Okay, here you write the username is EC2 hyphen user, right? Okay, enter. Wow, the server is okay, and you can access Linux server from the AWS. Okay, and then I'm telling something about you. For if you want to know the Linux and if you want to know the commands of the Linux, then you can type the commands and create files also. So am I writing sudo, for example, I'm switching the super user. Okay, this dollar means it's a simple user, that means a normal user that have max 10 to 15% limitations. You cannot run all the commands. If you then the sign is hash, that means you are logging as a super user. Super user means you can perform, you can write 100% writes to run all the commands. Okay, here ls to check files and folder size. Okay, and then if you want to create file, so basically dash command creates empty files. I'm writing abc, bca, cca, right? I'm creating 3 files. ls, it will show 3 files. If you want to create a directory, or if you want to create folder, in the Linux cases directory means folder. Okay, mkdir command basically used for to create empty directories. So am I writing Raj, Rahul, for example. So I create 2 directories, that means Rahul and Raj, that is in the blue colors, and in the white color is that is in the files, right? Okay, thank you. And one things always remember that while we access the EC2 instance, or we configure the EC2 instance, you have to terminate the EC2 instance, because otherwise your bill will generate. Then click on Linux server and click on instance state, and then click on terminate, right? Okay, thank you guys.